Hello. Hello, Chad. Hello, hello. Hello. Good morning. Good evening. Hello. How are y'all? How are y'all? Welcome in. Welcome in. How are y'all feeling? How's it going? How's it going, Chad? How's it going? Um, so today, Clorin sent me this video. Clorin sent me this video to watch. And so I think we're gonna watch this today on stream. But let's wait a little bit. Let's wait a little bit for people to come in. I haven't watched it yet. I don't know anything about the video. But apparently it's blowing up and it's really cool. So we're gonna watch and we're gonna react to this. We're gonna watch and gonna react to this. It seems like a pretty cool title. So I was like, you know what? Why not? But yeah. But yeah, chat. Other than that, how are y'all? Welcome in. Yeah. Uh yeah. I uh I don't know, Chad. I don't know. Just been having one of those days. Been having one of those days for a while. For a while. I just, I just hide it well or not well, depending on how you see things. But I guess it is what it is. I guess it is what it is. Not gonna lie, I had moments where I was like, I don't know what if I don't know if what I'm doing is even right anymore. Some days I have that. But some days I'm like, okay, I don't know if this shit is all in my mind you know, or if it's true. I don't know. I've tried so many different things over the years. I've done so many different things over the years, and it's just, sometimes it gets to you. Sometimes it gets to you. Sometimes you're like, oh, am I really doing the best that I can do? Is there something more that I can be doing? You know? Stuff like that happens. Stuff like that happens. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I think we all have those days. It's just, sometimes you got to get over it. Yeah. Um but anyways, yeah, we're just waiting a little bit for more people to come in and then we can start the video. You know what I mean? Pretty interesting video. It's like YouTube's darkest mystery. I mean, the title itself, I was like, yo, what? YouTube's darkest mystery? A mystery video? You know I love mystery videos. But yeah. But yeah, chat. Anyways, okay, I got my water. I'm all set. I'm all ready. I'm like half asleep, but that's okay. We'll wake up as we go. Okay. I think I'm awake. I think I'm awake, gang. Anyways, yeah. We're gonna start this in a little bit. Actually, you know what? I can put up some other videos while we wait before we watch that one. Uh hmm, excuse me. Like I said, a little bit sleepy, but that's okay. It happens. Okay, let me find a video. Hold on. Oh my god. I've been playing Where Winds Meet. Been pretty good so far. Pretty good so far. It plays a little bit like a Souls game, but without, the difficulty. Like you can adjust the difficulty. Pretty good, pretty good. Lots of dialogue. Lots and lots of dialogue. Uh but I feel like it's pretty good for now. feel like it's pretty good. Mm, the greatest director of your childhood. What? Okay, that's like 30 minutes. Maybe not. I've been listening to that Malcolm Todd album a little bit recently. I think it's pretty good. Especially that song I played in the beginning. Gun to my head, here's the truth. I'm not over you. Me around like a fool. I'll get under you. Pretty good. Pretty good song. Check out my 5-game hat. Ooh. That's for me. That's for me to watch. That's for me to watch. Wait, you know what? Wait, what is this? I couldn't say no. Wait, okay, this might be fun. Hold on. This video is called I Couldn't Say No. Okay, there we go. All right. You guys ready?
Happy International Women's Day to this international woman. This is either Greece or Yemen.
Hi, Jay. How are you? Welcome in. How are you, Jay? There we go. There's a shout out. Everybody, please follow Jay. You're playing DVD? Man, that sounds fun. How was DVD? Yeah. You should play it. I don't know, man. It was silly? Really? Okay. Let me wait. Let me check. How much is it? Oof. Yeah, I gotta wait. Gang. I need a sale. Yeah, I don't take it too seriously. Oh, I see. It's cheaper on another side. Hold on, I'll show you. Okay. Thank you. Just DM it to me. I'll check it out. Is it fun? Like how does it work? What's the I played a tiny bit of it and I was like, wait, I don't get it. Cause you gotta do things and like escape from the villain, right? It's fun with friends. It's just kind of silly. I see. Okay. Long was telling me about it too, and I was like, yo, okay. They have a lot of skins though. There's like a shit ton of skins, right? There's like so many skins. Okay, let me see. Ooh, okay. Wait, let me switch this. Hold on. Let me switch it up. Wait, oh, wrong one. Okay, let me check this out. Let me check it out. Sold out. Oh man. The code is sold out. Oh man. Wait, let me see. Stranger Things. Dang, everything's sold out. Oh man. That's okay. Ah. Well, when it gets back in stock, I'll be right there. Sold out. It comes back a lot. Yeah, don't worry, Jay. Thank you, though. Thank you. I guess everybody was like, yeah, this is where we're going to get it. Everybody's like, hell yeah. This is where we're getting it. Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean. But yeah. Yeah, I refuse to pay full price for games unless I have to. No, for real. I would only pay full price if it's something I'm really excited about and I want to play on day one. For me currently, that is now Stranger Than Heaven. I don't know about the whole Tupac thing. I don't know if you guys saw the Tupac thing. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's the most out of place thing I've ever seen in a game. Like, why even have Tupac? Why is Tupac there? But you know what? Benefit of the doubt. If it works for the story, then why not? But yeah, when I heard there was Tupac in there, I was like, did somebody make a mod? Did somebody make like a weird mod? And then I was like, you know what? All right. You know what? All right. But yeah, I'm really excited for that game. I'm really, really excited for that game. I think it's going to be big. I think it's going to be huge. I think it's going to be really huge. Yeah, I mean, chat. I'm just checking out this website. Damn. Shout out to you, Jay. Thank you. Okay. Let me go back here. Let me go to this one. I got you. Yeah, thanks, man. What you got planned today? Okay, I gotta make dinner while I look. Okay, okay. Have a good din. All right, chat. Let's watch this. Let's watch this.
Happy International Women's Day to this international woman. This is either Greece or Yemen. I'm never sure which, and neither is she. Hashtag mom. She posted this 8 years ago. 6 years later, she messaged me and asked if I could help her find it. But at the time she asked, I didn't see it. And she's always wanted to know where her mom traveled. Her message followed with, she has Alzheimer's now, so I can't ask her. A couple months after she sent me that DM that unfortunately I didn't see, she sent me this. I wanted to try asking you about this picture of my mom.
Okay.
She died in February, about a month after I asked you this question. Would love to know where she is and this iconic picture of her. So I found the exact location.
It's the GeoGuessr guy. Oh, it's the GeoGuessr guy.
I actually always thought that this photo was taken.
He's using his powers for good.
Greece or Yemen, but it's actually neither. So with really old photos, the most important thing to do is to colorize them, because it makes it a lot easier to get details from the photo itself. And this location is actually super interesting, but also super easy to
Monaco?
find. So what exactly do we see in this photo? We have a couple cars here.
I'm gonna say Monaco. I'm gonna say Monaco. It looks like Monaco.
We have a building here that looks pretty distinct.
Because it's a very coastal town, Monaco.
We have what seems...
But then again, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. The trees, the vegetation too, it's like very tropical.
Be like a top of a boat right here. And we also have a breakwater slash...
My guess is Monaco.
Marina with an L shape in the distance here, with only coast and water behind it, with an incline road, which what looks to be a T intersection behind her backpack here. We also have shadows here with the sun that seems to be pretty high.
Okay.
So we can approximate that this image was taken around 12 p.m. And at 12 p.m. the sun is facing south, which means that this coastline that we're looking at right here is actually probably east. And so that's just step one, is to catalog every single thing that we can use. So when she first said it was Greece or Yemen, obviously it's not Yemen. I thought it could have been Greece with the wooden pole here, but something felt off, especially with this building right here. And so I actually worked on this exact challenge with an Italian OSINT friend by the name of Agent Perry. And he's Italian, and he suggested that the plates on this car could have been old Italian plates.
Oh.
And when using this website that actually catalogs Italian plates back to the 1900s, we can scroll down here and see a black and white plate here that highly resembles the black and white plate shown on the car here, which pretty much confirms to me that this is going to be Italy, especially with the building and vegetation here that does actually
Italy, okay.
Italian. You're probably thinking, well, you can just go and look at every single harbor or marina in Italy and find it, right? I guess technically you could, but there's over 500 marinas and harbors on Italy's coast.
Damn,
that really didn't sound like much
that's
fun
a lot.
to just scan countlessly hours in the hopes that this is Italy and you just stumble across their exact harbor. So this is what we did. We put this photo into Photoshop, and I've done this before.
Okay.
We can do Control L, get the levels of the photo. I'm gonna zoom in to the license plate on this car, and we can mess with the levels here just to make it slightly more readable here. And you're probably wondering why we're zooming the license plate. But the first two letters on the license plates actually give you the province that the car was registered to. And using Wikipedia source here of all the province codes dating back to 1927, we have a list of every single possible combination that this could be. Using the coastline, the vegetation, the architecture, where was the most likely place she traveled in the 80s to backpack around Italy, we can presume that the pixels shown right here are going to be a P. You can see the outline there. And we
How
have
did
a
he?
point here that
I
forms the
couldn't
shape of
even
an
place
A,
it. What?
giving us PA. We look back at the province codes and we can see that PA is Palermo, which would really make sense for the location of this photo. Could that be a little bit of some confirmation bias, potentially? But that is the assumption I was going under. So then what I did next was I used Overpass Turbo and made this code that would only show me harbors, marinas, and ports in Palermo. And this is all using OpenStreetMap map data that, just from looking at it briefly, had
This
pretty
is
consistent
insane.
data across Sicily. So I can run this code here.
The
and
fact
we
that
see
you
that
can
it will
pinpoint.
come back with blue dots on the map that show me harbors in Palermo. And we can see that actually all of them are east facing. So the shadow didn't really help here because you couldn't really rule any out based off the shadow if you're still going with the assumption that we're going to be in Palermo. At this point, all you have to do then is you're looking for an L-shaped breakwater that has a road that lines up with an incline on that road. And we can see here that in Palermo, actually, there's no road that would line up because it's too flat and there's no direct view from the coast on any of these roads nearby because there's also a 2-lane road and too much distance between for the roads or
Bro, the level of thought and detail that went into this is crazy.
over here in Palermo to ever make sense. I didn't mention this, but I actually was also going through vintage postcards to see if there's any obvious
Even postcards,
coastlines that
that's
made sense
insane.
from these old postcards, but
That's
that
insane,
was a quick
Chad.
dead end. I quickly rolled out all of these ports in Palermo City and moved over east a bit to Porticello. We can see that has a little bit more of a small town vibe here that resembles a photo, but if we switch to satellite here, we can see that there is along the footpath right here, which is shown in the photo, we also have an empty lot with trees and grass, which is also shown in this photo with a breakwater. So when I came across this, I was pretty confident. I clicked in the location that also has boats lined up with the breakwater and hope for the best.
Okay, this might be it.
At first, I was very confused on what I was looking at and couldn't tell if this was the same location. But if we go down the road, switch it to August 2010 coverage, which is still about 30 years after the photo was taken, I was pretty confident I found the exact location 40 years later. But in order for me to be able to send this location to the follower in good faith, I had to 100% confirm it, which is not an easy thing to do 40 years later. But this is how I did it. And the building here is going to be the most crucial thing.
Wait.
Not only do we have these right here that line up, you can see I'm color coding the lines here, facing out architecturally into the building. We also have these painted striped lines on the side
it is
of
the
building
spot.
that we can see here. The railings obviously look the same. And just like triple confirming, we can see that there's so many architectural things that do indeed line up all across the image, including this overhang that we can see right here. And as a little bit of a cherry on top, we also have a roof right here. And if I remove this image, we can see the exact same angle.
Oh my god, yeah, it is the spot, chat.
But like I said, with the overgrown trees on the other side of the road, I was obviously 99.9% sure that this was going to be the right location. But I wanted to be 100% sure because a lot of the image has changed over the past 40 years, including the sidewalk and the bushes on the side of the road here. I wanted to be
I'm
sure.
half expecting him to be like, I wanted to be 100% sure, so I went to that location. You know, something crazy like that.
And like I mentioned, I was working on this investigation with my OSINT friend, Agent Perry, that does live in Italy. And he took it upon himself to find a couple of local numbers in the area.
He actually went.
Them. One of those numbers
His friend
was
actually
the hotel
went.
across the street. He sent them the photo and asked them if this was the same location 40 years later. And the owner of the hotel across the street replied, "That's it."
Dang. There we go. Dang. That is crazy. That he can actually find that. That's insane. All right. Okay, let me see this.
Hi Rainbolt. My dad suddenly passed away about 2 months ago. I would do anything to find the location where this photo was taken. This was the only family trip we ever took outside my country. I have no recollection of where since I was so little. I hope it's not too hard to find. And when you look at this, not only is it beautiful, but you also probably think, wow, there's so much information here. There's no way that this will ever be difficult to find. You couldn't be more wrong. But it's also one of the most fun geolocations I've ever had because it uses techniques that I don't think I've ever shown on this channel or that I don't think I've ever used in a geolocation before. And so I'll tell you exactly how I found this. So immediately what I did was, obviously we can see in the background here, it's Greece. Not only do we have Greek language, some Mediterranean Greek architecture, but we also have a wooden pole here, which is, if you didn't know, that's super common in Greece. So I sent this exact photo to a Greek geoguesser friend that I wanted to help me translate the sign in the background because, well, when you do it with Google Lens, or you use kind of like, when there's like not very much context given in the photo and it's kind of blurry with this like kind of quality, it did recognize that this word right here was business, but when there's words cut off or things like that, it's not the best to be able to translate this. So I texted a geoguesser friend and he said, the first word means business, the third word means renting, and the second word is unclear of what it was. I was hoping, he would text me back and be like, yeah, the first word there says like Crete Hotel, and we could just, find it by Googling the name, but that wasn't the case. If that also was the case, it wouldn't make a very good video anyways, so here we are. After that context with renting business, I thought maybe it could be like three things. I thought it could be like one of those room for rent type tourist signs on like beach towns in Greece. Because we do see like a beach towel or towel.
Okay, so this is Greece.
On the railing here. I thought it could have been a hotel because there's what looks like a 2 or 3 story rendering of a building here that maybe is advertising the hotel. Or I thought it could have been a real estate company. That helps a little bit, but there's nothing with that information that you're going to do because you can't search business renting Greece and find the location. But what you can do is use the phone number underneath here to hopefully assist you in finding this location.
Whoa,
so you can
wait.
do 2 things. What I did was I went into Photoshop, did Control-L.
If he actually called the number or like traced the number, that's crazy.
For the levels, and you can actually just mess with the levels here to make the background text a little more readable in the background. But if you don't have access to Photoshop, you can also use Forensically where it does it automatically and you can read it a little bit better through their magnifying tool there. We already have context that this photo was taken in Greece, and Greek mobile numbers typically begin in a 6-9 format. And so I thought that was clearly going to be 6-9, and then we can see here a 3, a 2, a point here. That should have been a 4. And then this was the digit that I mean, it's quite literally one big blur.
Yeah, it is one big blur.
And then 993. I was like 99.9% confident that every number here identified was correct, but we're missing one number. But luckily, if you're only missing one number, you only have 10 possible phone numbers that this could be 0 through 9. Then using, obviously, Google, you can search in quotations so it only shows you matches, 100% match to your search. I typed 6932, 4, and then I started with 0 because we were going 0 through 9, 0, 9, 9, and then ending quotations. We can see here I've already clicked to these websites and I've gone through all of these. So it came back as a number in the database on white pages, but I didn't know if it was still active or what it was, but it looked like it was clearly a real phone number, which was encouraging. Like I said, we have only 10 possible digits that this could be. So I went through 1. And we got back like this car garage business in Greece that I pretty much ruled out immediately. Like it was an active number with a business, but this is not a car garage renting or whatever business.
I can't believe he's going through everything like one by one, all the different combinations.
Unless, they rebranded their hotel company or whatever it was. So I ruled that out. But as I was getting these positive hits on numbers, I was pretty confident that one of these was going to be accurate since there was some. But the rest we can see here, like this is just like a website that I don't even know what it does, to be honest. But I kept getting this website that when you click it, it looks like someone's going to take over your computer. So I was like, no, thank you. Don't think that anything there is helpful. So I went through all possible 10 digits and came back with quite
That's crazy.
literally
Hi, Chlorian.
We can see here we have a hit here with 7. And
I was waiting for you to start the video.
Number, it seems. There's a couple that we had instances that looked like real numbers in Greece that at least were active still. So then I took all those active numbers and I got my Greek geoguesser friend to call them because I thought maybe, just call them up. Maybe they can be like, hey, yeah, we have a hotel business in Greece. Here's where it is. No one answered. With investigations like this, it's important to know that in the videos, I'm kind of laying out as if it's like one linear path.
Rise and shine, rise.
This is like a 1 or 2 day.
And conquer. Rise and conquer. Today is the day. Spartans. Have we watched the video I sent? Not yet. I was waiting for you.
Thing that took a lot of time, and
I was waiting for you to come in.
There's so many different things that happen that it takes a while to like rule out everything.
Why would I watch the video without you? Why would I watch the video you sent to me without you? My body is so rested right now. Oh my God. He's relaxed. Rejuvenated. He's ready. My body is tea right now. Cause there's a non-zero chance I don't wake up early. LMAO. Yeah, that's why I was watching other stuff.
confidently. But honestly,
But you made it. But you made it.
I didn't know what else to do because we didn't get any hits on the phone numbers. I thought, well,
Let me just finish this up.
what
It's
are
gonna
the
finish
odds
up in a
that
bit,
in
and then we can watch that
2011,
one.
a business in the background in Greece was digitizing their phone
This
number
guy's trying to
online.
find
In
like
my
the
opinion, odds
location
of that
in the
are
photo.
extremely low, and so I kind of got discouraged. So what I did after that, I kind of rolled out the phone number, and I just started manually scanning Greek beach cities because it looked like if they're going on vacation and there's a beach towel or like a towel drying here, you know, potentially that's a red herring. But I thought, let me just see if I can come across anything. So this is kind of the first kind of area.
Oh
I looked
God,
at.
bots.
And honestly, a lot of it looked pretty encouraging. You know, you'd see businesses with like some overhang. But the thing is this specific city, like all of these roads don't have coverage. It's just the main road. And then I went through and looked to see if any of these hotels had a matching phone number. I would say like I did get a lot of positive reinforcement from some of these beach cities where they had like, you know, the overhang, and I thought maybe it could be a sign pointing out that said like I was expecting it to be like a room for rent or like a hotel sign. Oh, this is another thing that I didn't mention, but behind the girl's arms right here is like a little poster sign in the road. And so when I came across this town right here, I thought it could have been like an advertisement for something like food. So I thought maybe it was like a more tourist beach town. So then I looked at every single place in this town. To no surprise, they came up short. And I know looking back at it, it's easy to say in hindsight that you made a mistake, but I should have committed to the phone number. So then what I did was I went back and fully committed to the phone number because that is a clear indication of something that we have at some point in time. I can make a connection to some business with someone out there. So what I did was I used OSINT Industries website, which is a paid source. I pay for this with my own money. That this is not an ad, which basically just aggregates all the data from, you know, phones, emails, names, and puts all this data together and searches all these different sources for active accounts using this phone number and things like that.
Oh my God, there's a website for this shit.
And makes it nice and pretty so you can view the
Oh
data. Again,
no!
I went through, you know, I only have 10 possible
That
phone
is
numbers
scary,
so
chat.
starting with 0, and as it searches,
Digital footprint.
it comes back. You can see it's loading here. We're getting names, last seen time, and we have a WhatsApp,
like footprint in general.
a Telegram, a Facebook, and an icon. And look at the WhatsApp, and we can see we have a man that's obviously in Greece that looks like a businessman. And so I was like, okay, this is going to be the best lead that we possibly could have to finding the location of this photo. So using this and also seeing that we have a couple names here, we have one name here from Truecaller that translates to Vangelis Garden. Excuse my pronunciation, it's probably wrong. And it's in Greek. So what I did then was obviously search query for Vangelis Garden. It comes back with a Greek hotel. Dude, when I tell you I started celebrating, I was like, oh my gosh, real phone number attached to a businessman that owns a hotel in Greece. It's clearly not the same place in the background. So I searched the Greek name, and it came back with a biography on a man.
What?
This man right here is the same man in the WhatsApp profile picture.
Okay.
Translated to English, and when you read the biography, you can see he's a businessman and runs a commercial tourist construction real estate business. I'm like, okay. That's exactly what the kind of sign in the background would lead us to.
Okay.
And if you keep reading the biography, it turns out I think this man is like an actual politician or mayor of some sort in Greece. As we read down the biography, it says, you know, it's talking about his children. And he has a son here named Nikos. And you can read here, it says Nikos was born in 1984 and is a graduate of Merchant Marine School. He is now a businessman, hotel business and real estate construction service. That clearly in the background, business renting with buildings. It seems like this could be the right guy that we're looking for. I thought it would make sense if his father passed down or they worked together in the same business. But when you Google his name in English, you don't get anything. So I had to Google his Greek name here that we can read. Search Google, and it comes back to a real estate website. Kipu Real Estate. Apologies for my pronunciation.
He's getting closer and closer.
To the address, search Google, open Street View.
Oh.
And there it is, confirming the exact location.
My God. Oh my God. That is wild. What?
As you're watching this, you're probably thinking, Rainbolt, none of this was geoguessr specific knowledge. You didn't have to know what type of plants, what type of poles, anything that was in this photo to be able to identify it. And investigations like this are really important. Not every geolocation is using geoguessr-specific knowledge, because at the end of the day, the internet remembers all. And if you know how to follow it, you can find almost anything.
Damn. That is crazy, chat. Okay. It's time to watch the video. It's time to watch the video. Shall we, chat? Shall we start? It's called Aviloop, YouTube's Darkest Mystery. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready for the video? Are we ready? I think we're ready. I think we're ready. Okay. I'm gonna start. Oh. Okay, here's your viewer discretion, chat. The following video contains scenes that may be upsetting and distressing for some. Viewer discretion is advised. There we go. Be advised. Oh, God. Oh, God.
August
Oh,
5th,
God.
2011. A channel appears on YouTube serving as a
August
promote
when?
5th,
Hold on.
2011. August 5th, 2011.
Okay.
A channel appears on YouTube serving as a promotional page for an up-and-coming company called Aviloop, a brand that boasted unbeatable deals in the world of aviation.
Hi, Autumn. Uh-oh, viewer discretion. I got a sandwich. I'm ready. Nice. Let's go. Oh, okay. Thank you, Chlorine. Everybody check out Autumn. How are you, Autumn? How are you, Autumn? Miss you, Autumn. Miss you and Guy. And Dino.
That same day, 4 videos were uploaded, each showcasing young women dressed as flight attendants, detailing some of the many services that Aviloop provided.
Wait, what?
These would be the only videos ever uploaded to the channel.
Wait, what? How is everyone? I am good. How are you? How are you, Autumn? Wait, what? Why are they...
Did unbeatable deals in the world of aviation.
In the world of aviation, okay.
That same day, 4 videos were uploaded, each showcasing young women dressed as flight attendants, detailing some of the many services that Aviloop provided.
Okay.
These would be the only videos ever uploaded to the channel, as from that moment on, the page was abandoned, giving Aviloop a lifespan of just 1 day.
Dang.
But 1 day,
I'm doing good. Nice. Nice. I'm glad to hear, bro. I'm glad to hear.
is all it would take to set in motion a mystery that remains unsolved to this very day. A mystery surrounding the company at the core of this channel and the services that it allegedly provided, with no one being able to answer the seemingly simple question, what was Aviloop? And the more you search for answers, the more deranged this trail becomes.
Wait, what?
This is the story of Aviloop, YouTube's darkest mystery.
I hope the stream brings you laughter and joy. Yeah. Well. Oh, God. This might get disturbing.
Darkest mystery.
And there's no catch.
So what are you waiting for, Captain?
Yo, wait. This video contains opinions and theories. I do not claim these as fact. I encourage everyone to do your own research and form your own conclusions. I do not condone the harassment of anyone mentioned in this video. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's gonna get dark. Oh, no. It's gonna get dark.
Welcome to Aviloop, your collective find website for anything aviation.
The formula for Aviloop's content was simple. A young woman stands in front of a static white background, dressed in a flight attendant's outfit.
Bro is saying that for his safety. You know someone big is in the video. Oh, Jesus.
They refer to themselves as deal attendants, and their job seems to be sharing information about this new brand, Aviloop.
We offer deals on flight lessons, pilot accessories,
fuel, FBO services, charter flights, and even small aircraft.
You don't see that very often.
The brand marketed a number of unique aviation-related services, making them appear as a one-stop shop for anyone in the industry or just anyone interested in flying. Aviloop claimed to do it all, and at unbeatable prices too,
Our deals are usually 50 to 90% off.
promoting
Whoa.
deals of 50 to 90% off.
50 to
It hardly
90%
seems like anything.
off for aircraft? Man, that's a good deal.
Mysterious, just your standard subpar ad from the early 2010s. But the more you watch, the less clear it becomes what exactly Aviloop did. They left their business incredibly vague.
Somebody got a
There were
dirty ass iPad, bro. Clean your iPad, gang.
no prices, no locations, and rather they just listed a bunch of flying
Wipe the
buzzwords
iPad.
offered at deals that seemed impossible. For example, they list fuel supply among their offerings, but how are they actually getting the fuel and providing it at 50 to 90% off? And where in the country or even the world are they offering it? It just doesn't seem realistic. What they're saying sounds fine on the surface, but the more you think about it, the less sense it really makes. It just
Looks like a GTA commercial, bro. Exactly, dude.
seems too
It
good to
does.
be true. Not to mention how bizarre it is that this unknown company could come in and offer literally anything you could want that's flying related, with such exorbitant deals. Admittedly though, this is easy enough to ignore, and play off as an
Excuse me.
ineffective or even deceitful advertisement. But there was something else that was much harder to ignore about these
Excuse me.
commercials. With that being, the deal attendants themselves.
Wait, what?
Despite Aviloop claiming to be a professional aviation business,
These
it's
are
difficult
actors.
not to notice how cheap these women's outfits appear.
These
They're
are
clearly
actresses, right?
costumes rather than real flight attendant uniforms.
Oh, wait. Oh, this is crazy. 100% models, yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is
And they're
insane.
clearly over-sexualized too. They're essentially dressed as fetishized versions of actual flight attendants,
I
which
mean,
is bizarre
yeah.
as one of the services that Aviloop claims to provide is staffing for flight crews, which would
Oh.
include actual flight attendants. Yet, for whatever reason, they chose to dress these girls in seductive costumes. If they were trying to make these advertisements look professional, they were failing miserably. And it wasn't only the outfits that had a strange sexual undertone to them, it was also the script that the girls were reading.
Whether you want to learn to fly, charter an airplane, or just see more girls like me,
Or to see more girls like me.
Hey, yo.
Aviloop can help.
Aviloop can help.
So what are you waiting for?
That is
Captain?
not what a professional service would say.
And remember Top Gun? Clearly your attractiveness increases with every flight
What? Where is this going? Where is this going?
under your belt.
Bizarrely, the videos themselves were filled with sexual innuendos.
Anyone who claims that humans were not meant to fly never experienced the thrill of their own successful landing. Get ready to fly big boy airplanes.
They were
What?
clearly trying to be more than a little flirty, which
What?
goes hand in hand with the outfits that they were donning. Now, some might argue that this was a sign of the times. In 2011, edgy and over-sexualized marketing was still very much in the norm, with several major companies building their entire brands around the approach. But the only problem here is that the videos made it unclear what Aviloop was even supposed to be offering. Despite saying a lot, the lack of details made it entirely ineffective, like the business itself was an afterthought, with the focus instead being on these women. In fact, even in the channel's description, they simply wrote, "Meet Aviloop Deal Attendant."
Oh.
This is the official page for a brand new company trying to promote its services. And that's all they had to say. That's how they marketed their entire company. Making some wonder what was actually the role of these deal attendants.
What's actually
and what was
going
actually
on?
the purpose of Aviloop.
What's really going on, chat?
The first and most likely theory at this point is that Aviloop was an overambitious company that used over-sexualized marketing to build intrigue around its brand, at a time when others were doing the same thing to great success. Maybe they weren't even off the ground yet and over-promising on services that they hoped to one day be able to provide, but for the time being were just throwing out there to get more people to visit their website. But with such a focus on these deal attendants, and just how strange these videos come across, some were left with a different theory.
Pretty strange.
That rather than Aviloop using sex to sell their service, maybe sex was their service.
Hey, yo.
The theory goes that Aviloop was a
Oh.
front for pornography or even prostitution, poorly hidden under the guise of this fake aeronautics company. This would explain the prominence of these deal attendants, as they themselves may have been the actresses or prostitutes. And it also explains the lack of information about the company itself, as the reason their deals and services don't seem to make any sense was because they weren't actually offering them. It was all just a cover-up. And honestly, just going off the eye test, this is how the page comes across. But there are other details that make this theory a lot more compelling. For starters, in numerous videos they mention an unusual feature of their website, that users can vote for their favorite deal attendant and win prizes as a result.
You can even vote for your favorite deal attendant and win special prizes.
With one of these special prizes later being revealed to be a one-on-one video call with one of these deal attendants.
Yo, that is crazy.
This shows that the deal attendants weren't just for marketing, they were a core part of the services offered to Aviloop users, making one wonder what was actually happening on those video calls, and was it perhaps something sexual? And it goes even deeper than that, as there's a reason why I mentioned prostitution specifically in this theory, with that reason being a line mentioned in one of these videos.
To purchase this deal, you must hold at least a private pilot license and a current medical certificate.
Oh no,
Don't
is
miss
right.
out and click on that big blue button. You know you want to.
What?
The deal attendant mentions that all customers needed to provide an up-to-date medical certificate. Now this isn't something that's necessarily unheard of in the aviation world, but it certainly isn't the norm, at least from what I could tell. But in the context of this theory, it makes perfect sense. If they truly were operating some sort of prostitution ring, then their customers having an up-to-date medical certificate would be imperative to preventing the spread of STDs.
Oh, gang.
It's strange enough to make this theory feel legitimately possible.
I think
But
I see
even if
where
it
this is
wasn't
going.
true, it seems obvious that there was something off with this channel, and we haven't even discussed the strangest part of it all.
Oh boy.
In a few videos, you can hear unusual sounds in the background.
And you want to add multi-engine to your Pretty Green license, this is your opportunity to do it at 50% off. Add multi-engine to your Pretty Green license, this is your opportunity
Wait, what?
to your Pretty Green license. This
Oh, hell nah. Where's this going? Oh, hell nah.
In the background, you can hear what appears to be someone moaning in a blatantly sexual manner.
Oh,
which
hell
was loud
nah.
enough for even the deal attendant to take notice. It's
What
very
is happening?
unusual, and certainly not a sound that could just accidentally happen on a typical film set.
Which makes it all the stranger that another inexplicable noise was heard in the background.
It's
of a
getting
different
creepier and creepier, man. I ain't gonna lie.
video, and this one left viewers far more distressed.
You want to learn to fly, charter an airplane, or to see more girls like me? Aviloop can help.
Oh no.
Or to see more girls like me?
Don't
Aviloop
isolate
can
the
help.
sound. Don't do it.
Or to see more girls like me? Aviloop
Oh.
can help.
Some believe that this is yet another sexual moan, while others swear they can hear a specific word. The word, help.
What?
It's incredibly
Oh,
concerning,
Jesus
especially
Christ.
if this prostitution theory is true. I mean, there's just so many implications to it.
Given the link between prostitution and human trafficking.
But again, this could all be part of the marketing. Maybe this was all just a ploy to get people to visit their website, roping you in with these sexualized, creepy, and even concerning videos that almost demand that you dig deeper. Well, if this is the case, then surely visiting their website would help put this mystery to bed.
Oh my god. No,
At the time these
don't,
videos were
no.
uploaded back in 2011, those visiting the Aviloop website would be met with a rather lackluster experience. The homepage was dull and uninviting, and seemed about as vague as the videos promoting it. However, they did have an
Got the
about
Wikipedia
section
screen.
that attempted to describe the service more in depth. There, they mentioned that the primary goal of Aviloop was safety, as they believed that making training and other aeronautic services more accessible could in turn help prevent accidents. Which
With the context of the theories, it makes the video like creepier and creepier as we go along.
strangely was never even hinted at in their videos, and is never mentioned again on any other portion of the website. But it was in this About tab that they listed even more services that they claimed to provide. Services like navigation equipment, headsets, and pilot vacations, among many
What?
other things.
We're only a third in as well. Exactly.
Basically anything even remotely related to flying, they sold it, or at least claimed to. and they insisted that they did so cheaper than anywhere else by using collective bargaining, a process that they would go into greater detail about. Basically, Aviloop acts as a third party, partnering with aviation businesses to promote unique deals on their site. Each of these deals has a quota that must be hit for it to actually go through, so if enough people buy the deal, the quota is reached and everyone gets a voucher to do or receive whatever they paid for. But if the deal doesn't reach its quota, then everyone is refunded and the deal is voided without any cost to the users or the business. Aviloop was the middleman, which could explain how they managed to offer such impressive deals and such diverse services.
Oh.
Though again, this is just what they were saying, begging the question, was anything actually being sold on
You got Clark Kent on.
aviloop.com? Well, there actually was. The deals were sorted by general locations, and most consisted of flying lessons, museum trips, or even temporary tattoos. However, there
Bruh.
was something unusual about
What? Temporary tattoos? That's crazy for an aviation company.
these listings. Bizarrely, almost every deal on the site was marked as completed, each having ended in 1969, which obviously was impossible. There were only a select few deals throughout the entire website's history that were ever even active, and even then, there didn't seem to be a way to actually purchase them. This end date of 1969 was either some sort of glitch, or it was intentionally set that way, as the year just so happens to be yet another sexual innuendo.
Oh god.
So what should prove the company's legitimacy actually only makes this company seem more suspicious. It was like they were trying to make it appear as if they were selling all these different things, yet in reality they were hardly offering anything, and what they were offering wasn't even available for purchase. This set me on a hunt
Dang.
trying to find any sort of testimonials or reviews from any Aviloop customers, but strangely, I couldn't find a single one. In fact, the only proof that I could find that anyone actually used the service was an Aviloop patch that I found floating around on eBay. And the only reason that this is at all significant is that these badges were included in most of the offers on the website. But this isn't substantial in any way, shape, or form, and it's clear that the seller wasn't actually a customer and was instead a patch collector that must have somehow obtained it, making me question if anyone actually ever bought something from this website, and if this whole marketplace was really just a ploy. Which takes us back to that lingering theory. Just like the Aviloop channel,
my
the website
God.
featured these deal attendants, and just like the channel, they seemed to be the primary focus. Their involvement was plastered all over the website, with the whole business model appearing to hinge on their involvement, which the site was not afraid to outwardly admit. What is the first thing you look for on our deal pages? We understand. Go ahead, check out our deal attendants. They sure are stunning. Vote for your favorite deal attendant for a chance to win a one-on-one
Okay, this is crazy.
VIP video chat with one of the girls.
This is
You will find our models
crazy.
are not only beautiful, but also fun and interesting to talk to.
What are
Just
we
have
selling here?
fun. Feel free to bask in the glory of your win and be the envy of your friends.
Oh,
After
God.
all, not everyone gets to brag about video chatting with supermodels.
Huh?
The process of voting for the best deal attendant was something that they heavily pushed, going as far as to reward one voter each week with the aforementioned private video call. And when discussing these calls, they not so subtly hinted that they weren't just ordinary video chats, writing, "You will be talking to real successful fashion models with exciting backgrounds. Many are big aviation fans, so you will have a lot to talk about. You never know."
You never know. Oh, I don't like that where this is going. I don't like it at all.
Win chat. You never know.
The allusion to sex was way more prevalent on the site than even on the channel.
With this line seeming to hint that winning these video calls could entail some sort of sexual encounter with the deal attendant, which only seems to bolster this theory even more. But unlike the channel, here we're at least given a bit more context as to why these women or deal attendants are being used. And according to the site, it wasn't as sinister as it seems. Under the business section, which is used as an FAQ for companies wanting to promote their deals on Aviloop, they wrote, "What is the deal with deal attendants? As a business, you have the option to include a professional video of one of our stunning models on your deal page for a flat fee. She will deliver a 30 to 60 second message describing your promotion. Our deal attendants are real professional models who work for high-end clients. Why should I include a deal attendant? Although our promotions get a lot of exposure, adding a deal attendant has the potential of making it viral on social media sites.
I don't know what's going on. You don't want to know, Autumn. You don't want to know. It's getting crazy. So apparently this might be a front for you know what? I'll let this guy do the
Promotions that
explaining.
include a video tend to be extra successful. There's a lot to unpack here. For starters, this explains how Aviloop makes their money. They're basically charging companies to run ads using these deal attendants, and the videos on their channel are examples of what these ads would look like. Though calling them professional is extremely generous, and I can't imagine any companies actually wanting to use this service. And given that these are the only
Good
videos that
God.
we shared, I don't think many, if any, actually did. But in this explanation, Aviloop is all but admitting to using these deal attendants to rope people into visiting their website, over-sexualizing them to lure in perverted internet users, giving them false hope that they'd be able to interact with these women and maybe even sleep with them. And in exchange, these users keep coming back to the site under this false hope, which maybe could lead to them purchasing something. It's an insane business model, and one that really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, they're claiming that this is a service for professionals and real aviation fans, for the primary reason of making our skies safer, yet they aren't actually offering anything but the prospect of talking to women.
Jesus.
These women are the main and really only draw of the service, and even the deals that they did list seem to contradict the primary goal of this company. I mean,
Okay,
how would a
this is
trip to the
crazy,
museum
Jack.
help with aviation safety? And how would a temporary tattoo
We gotta do ad break. Ad break. Ad break. I'll pause and wait for you guys. Ad break time. Ad break. Jesus, man, Chad, that is crazy. You know what I mean? This video is going in an insane direction. Insane. I have no idea what we're gonna find out next. Ooh. Okay, had to stretch. Damn. It's going in an insane direction, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let me check my phone. Nah. 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 Okay. I think we're all good. I think we're all good. I'm not over here. Send me around like a fool. It's a good song, Chad. It's a good song. Let me do this. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let me just do that. Okay. All right. There we go. The suspense is killing me, bruh. I don't know if we're gonna like where this is going for real. I don't know if we're gonna like where this is going. Okay.
help with that either? And on the topic of these tattoos, they're also extremely sexual in nature. They were meant to mimic
tattoos is
pilot
crazy.
stripes and be put on your shirtless shoulders, with a
What?
package reading, "When a uniform just won't do," and the description adding all sorts of innuendos.
Oh my god.
And this is a good time to point out just how strange the writing is across the entire website. As here they write, "What better way to thank a pilot than by saying, 'Captain, you deserve to have your epaulets tattooed. We
What?
wish someone had these on board of the Miracle on the Hudson flight. Just imagine the look on the pilot's face if someone handed these to him. So why not keep a pair in your wallet and thank the Sully in your life for the next flight? Every safe landing deserves recognition, and this gift is sure to make their day.'"
What?
Everything is written like this. It's not only sexual, it's also nonsensical, and feels like it was written by AI at a time when AI wasn't even a thing.
Everything about Aviloop feels wrong. The lack of any tangible goods and services, the overly convoluted business structure, and the lack of any public customers just makes this company appear so fake. But that doesn't inherently mean that they were actually involved in pornography or prostitution. I mean, despite all these innuendos, there is no direct mention of the sale of sex anywhere on the website from what I could see. And unfortunately, much of the website is lost to time, as in 2016 the site would go down, replaced by another random
The fact it's called targeted aviation marketing makes me think who the hell is it targeted towards for real? Why would you target non-permanent tattoos on an aviation company?
URL, making it impossible to know what this platform was actually like for those who signed up for it. What were they actually being offered? What were they discussing amongst themselves? And what happened on these video calls?
Oh,
It's all
nah.
unknown, as what I've shown is pretty much all I was able to salvage from the Wayback Machine.
Sounds like a oh god.
However,
Man.
Aviloop didn't stay down forever.
Hell no.
In 2019,
Hell no.
Aviloop.com re-emerged. Only this time, it looked very different. Gone were the deals, the business model, and most importantly, the deal attendants. And in its place was what looked to be a generic template website. They still claimed to offer some of their services, but they were now left even more vague. And there was no attempt to even make it look like you could purchase anything. Even the innuendos were gone. It was quite literally as bare bones as it gets, and comes across like a sham website, void of any notable information. With one exception. There was a single new addition to the site, as at the very bottom you could find a short bio, not of a deal attendant, but of a legitimate pilot named Nadia Marinko,
Okay.
creator of Aviloop.
What?
This revelation is huge, as Nadia Marenko was a well-known and extremely successful pilot, which makes Aviloop all the more confusing, as you would think that her involvement in the
This
company
is
would help
crazy.
legitimize it, and make it seem more likely that Aviloop was a real company after all. But instead, it actually did the exact opposite, as her involvement plunges this mystery into a whole new depth, a depth far darker than we've yet to discuss.
She got the GTA character eyes.
Born in Czechoslovakia in 1986, Nadia dedicated her younger years to modeling, landing multiple high-profile roles in her country. And by the age of just 15, these roles led to her being moved to the United States to help continue this budding career.
Okay, this
But by
gets
20, her
crazier and crazier.
It shifted to a different kind of runway. She became obsessed with flying and had a natural talent for it too, quickly rising through the ranks and gaining certifications faster than most others could at that age. By 25, she was considered extremely accomplished for someone so young.
25,
and her resume would
damn.
soon reach a wider audience when she began leveraging social media.
Pilot at a well-accomplished pilot at 25. That's crazy.
She posted videos under the alias Gulfstream Girl, and eventually Global Girl, where she marketed herself as a supermodel turned pilot, which worked to the tune of millions of views. Nadia Marenko was a star in the aviation world and on social media too, and it was during the height of this success that she started Aviloop. It clearly wasn't meant to be some big secret either. She actively promoted it on numerous occasions, doing interviews on podcasts and even taking it to a trade show. If this was a front for something nefarious, she was doing a bad job of keeping it discreet, which seems to back up our first theory. And it would be very easy to settle on that theory and just call it a day, had being a model and a pilot been all that Nadia was known for. You see, there was something that she was hiding from her audience, a secret in the form of a bond with one man whom she was working closely with at the time that Aviloop was launched. A man by the name...
Oh. Oh no. Okay. Okay. We're done. 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 Nope. 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 I'm not going there. I'm not going there. We're done. No, hell no. Say less. Say less. I blame you, Card. I blame you for this shit. I blame you. God damn. Bro, I know nothing. What a reveal though. No, that reveal is crazy. That reveal is crazy. But for obvious reasons, I don't want to show that on my stream. Sorry, but for obvious reasons, I do not want to show that on my stream. So, what I am going to do is go watch the video for yourselves. You know, find out how it ends. There you go. There you go. And I'm gonna leave that here for me to watch off stream. First half was like fair enough, but it's just a theory. Then it turned into wait a damn minute. It might be more nefarious. It might be even more nefarious than we ever thought. You know what I mean? Crazy. The dots clicked for real. For real. Oh man. Oh man. That is insane. What a twist. What a twist. Crazy, chat. Crazy. What a twist. Well, that woke me up. Shit. Shit. Okay. We need something lighthearted. Let me see. What's some Steve Irwin? Steve Irwin? Wing? Oh, you mean Irwin? Funny enough, I was actually watching a Steve Irwin clip yesterday. That's so crazy. I was watching a Steve Irwin clip yesterday. Okay, I found one. I found some. Okay. Here we go. Steve Irwin. Let's watch. Steve Irwin's wildest croc encounters. Oh, that's a big boy. Look at him. That's huge.
I'm gonna have to measure his total length in bits.
Snout bent 98 inches.
He's just too long.
Ooh.
Had one of his back legs ripped off. Hang on, fellas.
Man, if I get collected by that tail, something's gonna break.
Ooh.
Go in the replay at the power of that tail.
God.
I nearly wear it.
Damn. If he didn't move
Quick
back,
reaction, Steve-O, and
it would have
just
been
as
over.
well, this croc is going ballistic.
I used to watch him all the time when I was a kid. I used to watch Steve Irwin all the time.
Look at him go.
Every
straight
day.
out through the breakers.
That boy is fast.
Terry's brought the dinghy round, and with the chopper spotting for us, we've got a great chance of catching up to the crocodiles. And I'm one step closer to doing something I've always wanted to do.
We didn't have coverage, unfortunately. Oh, no. Oh, man. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. He was a key part of my childhood. I'm not gonna lie.
Share space with a crocodile underwater, one-on-one. Here's my chance. She's coming up. Here it is. Yes, it's a female. It's an adult female. She'd be around about 10 feet. Cruise in, cruise in. She's onto us.
His commentary was amazing.
Camouflage on the bottom.
Oh
Here's my
my
chance.
Every time with the same outfit.
Woo! It's about a 10-foot.
He had the same outfit for everything. That same shorts with the same shirt every time.
And she's not worried. She's just cruising along. Look at the way she's using her feet, just plodding along the bottom. It's like a dinosaur. It's just like being with a dinosaur underwater. She's using her transparent eyelids. She's got like goggles on. They can see through that.
The Boy Scout uniform gives you immunity to wild fauna. Well, I got news for you, bro. Well, I have unfortunate news for you, bro. You know.
That protective eyelid. I'm getting in close, really close. She's not worried. She's very calm. Here she goes. She's up for a breath. Look at her little arms tucked in.
Whoa.
Uh-oh, you see her opening up her mouth. That's a sign. That's a demonstration. These are my teeth. Stay back or I will bite you. I'm going to have to keep my distance. That's a body posture. She's warning me.
Uh-oh.
Beautiful animal.
He's still very close.
She's heading slowly towards the river mouth. Using her tail, that big, powerful, rudder-like tail, those web-back feet enable her to just plod along. Wow, one-on-one. one-on-one with a dinosaur. Oh, she's opening her mouth up. She's showing me her teeth. But I've got Terry right there, keeping an eye on her. It's important that Terry keeps very vigilant and looks for any signs that she's going to have a go. But she's quiet. She's really quiet. In fact, she doesn't feel threatened by my presence at all. She feels that she's in command.
Damn. Okay.
Under she goes. She's got a breath. She's going to go back down to the bottom. This is amazing. She could just one flick of her tail and be 30 meters away from me just in a flash, so quick that I wouldn't be able to get anywhere near her. She's using the dark, deep water and the rocks and the seaweed to blend, to camouflage.
Oh.
Here we go. That's a threat. She's focused straight back on me. Mouth ajar, teeth. And that's a back off or I could bite. Look at her. See how she's got her eyes open? That's a transparent eyelid. She can stay under the water for nearly an hour. She's happy enough that she's kept me at bay. She's going for air. Woohoo! I can't believe this.
Why? He's so close for no reason.
She is not showing any signs of aggression whatsoever. She understands the power she's got. I'm no threat to her. She is in command, and I'm in her territory. She's heading back down towards the bottom.
Steve!
Oh, she's turned. Oh!
God damn it, Steve.
That was the ultimate warning. Now she's back arching. She's showing me how big her back is, and that's a threat. She could have bit me. She could have chopped down on me. No worries at all. But she decided,
Whoa.
That was too close. Straight over my goggles.
Oh my God.
She rules.
Ooh.
As we get past the
That even made me flinch.
giant herds
God
of
damn.
hippos, we get into the thickest number
Hey,
of crocodiles
the
I've ever
boys.
seen. This is what sets the Nile crocodile apart from any other crocodile species in the world. Hundreds, probably thousands of them congregated. And here's what's attracting them.
A hippo?
Carcass. It's probably a casualty
That carcass is bloated. Look at that.
of the fighting. You can see the bloody marks around its neck. Looks like tusk wounds. I'm gonna crawl up on my belly to get right there, smack into the action.
Oh my goodness.
This is what I've come to see, the wild behaviour of the Nile crocodile. They've got an incredible social structure where they'll congregate around a food source. This is it. I've got a sneak right up there on my belly.
Oh my goodness.
They're a little nervy about
Steve really was a once in a lifetime person. You know what I mean? He really was that guy. There will never be another like him. He really was that guy.
presence. I use my
Crazy
to
stuff
break
he was
up
doing.
the formation of my
He was
body.
doing crazy stuff.
It's working. Look at this. I'm close. This croc's got to be nearly 14 feet in length. And I'm less than 10 feet from it.
Oh, goodness.
Check it out. Crocodiles as far as the eye can see. There's probably 50 or more.
50?
mounting in front of me right around the carcass.
50?
And there's another 50 at least out back from them. Out of all the reptiles in the world, the Nile crocodile has the most complex social structure. Look at them tearing into the entrails of
Goodness.
Look at them, they're coming in. There must be 100 crocodiles in on it. They're huge. Look at the size of them compared to me. They make me look like a dwarf.
There's so many that like crawling on top of each other and stuff.
Clash of dinosaurs.
That's so funny. I was just thinking about Steve Irwin yesterday, and now we're watching this.
Fight, fight. It's only a small dispute. There's no blood spilled. In amongst all this turmoil and commotion and thrashing and jaws and heads hitting together, it's wild, but it's organised. Clashing heads, clashing teeth. This huge frenzy of death roll.
Damn.
This is the social structure at its peak.
Oh my god.
Out of all that, and not one croc is bleeding. There's not a croc in this mob that's under 10 feet. Look at the size of them. Dinosaurs. That's the way they come alongside and tear it out of each other's mouths. Unreal.
Look at them fight.
Wild. It looks so wild, all these dinosaurs mixing it up. This is
Oh my
reptilian
goodness.
evolution at its peak. It just looks like they're going at it. Oh.
Oof.
The carcass is going. They're so preoccupied feeding that they don't even notice the hippo carcass is floating away. Don't worry, they'll pick it up later. Check it out. How's this? They don't even care I'm here. They've got no idea I'm here. Shit, look at this.
Insane. The collective brain cell is being used for fighting. In fighting, you mean? They just want to eat, man. They just hungry, gang. They just hungry. They just kind of hungry.
Unbelievable.
Ooh.
Okay, it's starting to settle down. This has been the most awesome thing in my entire life. Have a look at this. Check out behind. If I was James Bond, I could run over. Check them out, like stepping stones. The funny thing is, in the fight, they forgot the hippo carcasses floated off. It's
Damn.
way down the river there now. But don't worry, they'll track it down and find it, and they'll eat again. The feast of the Nile crocodile. It's all gone a little bit tranquil now. Look at them. They've all settled down. They're all quiet as.
Imagine you pull up, right, chat? You pull up, and then you're just like, wow, that's a bunch of logs in the water. And then you get a little bit closer, and by the time you realize it's crocodiles, you're already way too close, and they're gonna see you. Imagine seeing crocodile-infested waters. Imagine that, chat. Imagine that. Crazy.
Hey, unbelievable. This has been the most fun I've ever had in my entire life.
What?
Keep going. Keep pulling.
Have a go at the size of it. What a whopper.
Oh,
He's immense.
shit.
This
It's a
is almost
big
as
boy.
big
That's
as modern-day
huge.
crocs get.
Oh, God. Oh, no. That's big. You need like 10 men. This is why we're watching. We gotta learn the tech. We gotta learn the tech. We gotta learn the tech. The RNG is not in our favor, gang. But we gotta try. No, don't try. Don't try. That's a joke. Chat, that's a joke. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't go near crocodiles. Don't be stupid. Don't be dumb.
Death rolls, tail thrash.
Don't be dumb. Here. Nixon
It's
4.
all about keeping weight on the ropes.
I've had to chain to a tree to take the immense power of this croc. He's
Whoa.
going again. Look at the size of him. This croc is massive, loaded with power. I cannot afford to risk my team by jumping on this croc. He is too big. We will never be able to attach
He's
a satellite
huge.
transmitter and live through it. Look at the size of him.
Oh my god.
We're
It's
just
like
gonna have to take
20
the
feet.
morphometrics and let him go. He's got too much power. He's just too
Oh
awesome.
my god. Imagine this, but instead of Crocs, it's a shopping mall full of white bobbed Karens. I mean, then yeah, we gotta know the tech. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta know the tech. For real. For real. But they'd be a lot easier to deal with than a fully grown. And this is like one of the bigger crocodiles. It'd be crazier.
Head length, 26.5 inches.
And Mark, I'm sorry if my measurements are a bit hit and miss, but it's hard to get an accurate measurement on something so powerful.
Go back the other way, my boy. Cranial width, 8 foot 3/4. Okay, here we go, here we go. Nice and gentle now, big fella.
Oh my god. With the tape measure.
I'm gonna have to measure his total length in bits.
Snout bent 98 inches.
He's just too long.
Ooh.
Take one of his back legs ripped off. Hang on, fellas.
Man, if I get collected by that tail, something's gonna break.
Ooh.
Have
Insane.
a go in the replay at the power of that tail, and I nearly wear it.
God damn.
Quick reactions, Steve-O, and just as well.
He could have been knocked
This
out
croc
or
is
like
going
had a
ballistic.
concussion immediately.
He just reeks
Or had
of
his back,
power. Here
his
is the
back
king
broken,
of the
you know.
jungle. The ultimate predator in Australia. Kicking my butt. Another coat of paint and I'd be history.
Got bound to kill this boy. One more, boy. All I need is a tail length and we're good as gold.
These ropes aren't going to take much more either. They are getting stressed out.
Ooh. Come on, gang.
Check out the bulk of that croc, and that bulk is muscular, power, sinew, strength.
95 inches.
Ooh.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 scoots. He's missing at least 6
He's
inches.
touching it. Bro, I would not get close to that thing, bro.
And he's got these beautiful scoots here missing.
Ooh.
Hang on to him. This is great. Right there's perfect
He's
for me.
pissed.
I just want to get a photographic index of him.
You can see his back leg's been bitten off. It's up, Steve.
Oh no, poor guy. He doesn't have a back leg.
Keep tracking him,
Oh.
mate. What a
He's been in the trenches. Uh-oh.
I'm going to want to be good here. All the skills I've ever earned in croc release are coming into one final release.
Oh boy.
One mistake,
Okay, back off.
but it's looking good. It's coming off. One last rope. Flick it, Steve-O.
Have a go at the size of his teeth. Here is a Goliath, a champion of champions, an absolute steamer. Now all I've got to do is get him in the water.
Have a go at the size of him compared to me. Look at him.
There's a good boy.
A monster
Oh
crocodile.
my, there's a good boy. Chat, imagine you had like a pet croc, like this size. You had like a house, you had a huge lake, and you're like, hey, you wanna see Bobby? And you're like, Bobby, and then this thing comes flying out. Jeez.
There's a good crop. There's There's a great crop. Away you go, big fella. Here he goes. Look at
And you're like, good boy, good boy.
Dinosaurs away. Goliath, somewhere around 17 feet. No scoop, cut tooth out.
Dang.
Just play him, just play him. Just let him have a bit. I don't want him to turn around. Just roll.
Oh no, his face is bloody.
Here comes the mechanical advantage that we couldn't get for Goliath.
Oh
See
no.
this? Can spin round 360 degrees, which means we should be able to cater for death rolls.
Oh my god. Whoa, whoa.
What a massive crocodile. Huge big animal.
Hold!
And look how long he is.
Plenty of time. Get that stick out of there, Brino. Death roll. We go to death roll.
Dang.
We're binding his jaws up. We're gonna have to jump him. No, jaws free.
Hold! We're gonna have to take him where he is. Come on, death roll, big fella. Death roll, big fella. Death roll, mate. Come on, death roll. He's gonna snap me throat.
We're gonna have to go.
Uh-oh.
Keep going, big boy.
This is insane.
Okay, over this side, right? Over this side. Come over this side. Quick as you can. We're gonna spin him. Come on, mate. Pull.
Gotta get him
Ooh.
in the right alignment. Otherwise, when we go the jump, we'll just get busted up.
We're gonna take.
Here we go.
Ooh.
Crike, not enough people.
We're undergun. Remember that.
Strength, speed, and endurance like we've never had before. We're gonna have to muster
He
up
doesn't
now
have
to hold
enough
this
people
bronco
and they're all taking on a croc.
alone. Get a sack transmitter
Are
on.
we gonna be able to handle him? Still going? He's gonna go. He's gonna go.
Oh. Insane. Just took that guy out. Bruh. Oh my god.
He's broken a rib.
Oh.
Such is life.
He broke his rib? Oh my god.
Bones repair.
Brino nearly gets knocked unconscious.
He's not getting any weaker. We're close, fellas. You right, Brian?
And we're hurt.
Move up a bit. He's still alive.
We're busted up. We can't take much more. How much more?
God damn.
Gotta get this release happening quick.
That is
'cause we can't
crazy,
do it
Chad.
anymore. Fatigue's a killer. We've got to get this release happening.
One word only, and that will be go. I want every single person off.
Isn't adrenaline amazing? I can't feel my ribs. I can't feel my finger. We got to get him released.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go, go, go! On this rope. Okay, let's flick it off.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, sticks, sticks.
Oh. He broke the stick.
Hang on a sec. Keep the weight on it. Keep the weight on it. Yep. No death rolls. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Keep the weight on it. Okay, that's it.
Go on home, fella. Sack tracker looks good. The dinosaur is going home.
He's got a little tracking device on him. Oh.
Here's the stick. Quick, quick, quick. It's gonna come off, but I just want to make sure of it.
Oh. Did you see that?
He's tired too. We're all tired. Yes!
Oh.
Free to go, big fella.
There he goes.
Here's our hero crocodile. Missing a large section of his tail, putting him over 17 feet in length. A true
Oh
super croc.
my goodness.
Right here in front of us now is the reason myself, my family, and my team put our life on the line. This crocodile represents the reason why sport shooting, trophy hunting of the largest animals in the world must stop. Since the dawn of time, since guns were devised, people have gone out and targeted the largest croc, the largest elephant, the largest lion, tiger, shark, and it's decimated our wildlife. This animal, Super Croc, highlights the importance of these animals in our ecosystem. We don't want to see dwarfism. This animal is more important than all the other crocodiles in this entire river system. This is the croc that needs to live.
Come on, there's my boy. Woohoo!
Super
Hell yeah.
Croc, over 70
His name is
feet.
Super Croc.
A Super Croc.
Yes. Yeah. That's it. How's that? We've done it. We've taught the king about people. No
He's
one
got to
ever
get to the
did a
hospital,
telescopic
man. You
sight on
gotta
the
check out
ocean.
your rib, bro.
He's got a satellite transmitter on him, so we'll be able to gain enough knowledge to save millions of crocodiles around
You gotta
the
check
world.
out your rib,
And
gang.
we come out of it pretty lightly. The blokes, they're pretty tired, they're pretty bruised, they're pretty down, but I tell you what, they're in good spirits. Me, busted finger,
Ooh.
trapped a rib. But you know what? I feel good. I feel great. My job is done. My mission is complete. Woo!
Oh my god. What? He was one of a kind, chat. He was one of a kind. Not gonna lie, he was one of a kind. Damn. Okay, let's see this one with him. Like 14
G'day.
minutes, 15
We're on-
minutes. Steve Irwin explores isolated Fraser Island. Let's see this one. Let's watch this one, chat.
The largest sand island in the world.
And we're taking you on an expedition to show you how wild animals thrive in this environment built on sand.
The winds and oceans have created this massive sand mass over millions of years, and it's still continuing to evolve.
Okay.
Even as we watch, the sand
Is it just
still
sand?
moving.
Separated from the Australian mainland, Fraser Island has become a living museum with pristine rainforests,
Whoa.
endless sandy beaches, and incredible wildlife, including one of Australia's larger predators, the
Oh,
dingo.
look at me. Oh, he's so cute.
Whew. So join Terry and I in this dingo's paradise as we explore the island of time.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh yeah, this is the old intro, chat. Oh my god, this brings me back. Man, I used to be that kid when I was growing up. I used to watch like Animal Planet, Discovery Channel, what was it? A lot of dinosaur shows, a lot of dinosaur movies. I was a dinosaur nerd, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I was a dinosaur nerd. I had the book and everything. I studied the book. I read it religiously every day. Whoa. This was a one-of-a-kind show, bro.
Fraser Island is just off the southern end of
Hey!
the Great Barrier.
Wait. That's me. That's me. That's me. Yay, that's me.
Fraser Island is just off the southern end of the Great Barrier Reef. It's the biggest island in a part of
Shout
Australia
out
known as
Australia.
the Great Sandy Region.
Shout out.
Fraser Island is a place where the beach is a designated highway with official speed limits and road rules. But this is one highway where wildlife always has right of way. It's their home and an important habitat for many species.
But not
Oh.
for sea snakes. They normally don't come ashore for any reason at all. This one seems to have been washed up by big seas after a recent cyclone.
The sea eagle senses an easy meal, and it's right. The sea snake is sick, and it's also weakened by its struggle against the ocean. When a tide goes fully out, the snake dies. And for the eagle, it's a simple swoop to snatch the body from the dry sand.
Ooh.
Sea eagles and other birds of prey are right at the top of the food chain on Fraser Island.
They share the top spot with dingoes. In Australia, they occupy the place
Dingo.
held by wolves in America and Europe.
These look like they're
Aww.
probably still young dingoes. Puppies, I think. They look like probably two brothers and a sister.
Can you domesticate a dingo, chat? Can you domesticate a dingo? I'm curious now. Can you domesticate a dingo? You cannot truly domesticate a dingo. While individual dingoes can be tamed, especially if socialized from a very young age, they are genetically wild animals. Unlike domestic dogs, they have not undergone thousands of years of selective breeding to please humans, meaning they retain strong, unpredictable wild instincts. Oh. Oh, wrong one.
And they're going through the rituals of reaching
Okay,
sexual
that
maturity.
makes sense. Okay.
You got the camera? This pair seems totally unconcerned by the fact that we're moving in really close. It's not because they haven't noticed us. The reason they're not worried is that Fraser Island dingoes are very used to human beings.
Oh.
Up to 500,000 visitors land on the island every year. That familiarity means we can get close enough for the shots we need for developing a
Hey,
dingo
what's going
exhibit
on here?
at the
Hey.
Queensland Reptile and Fauna Park.
Now, as soon as we class the dingo
Hey.
as a feral animal, we run into controversy. The bulk of the evidence points to the dingoes coming to Australia about 4,000 years ago with the Macassan traders from
That's
Southeast
so
Asia.
cute. Look
So
at
does
the
that make them an
doggo.
introduced species, or is 4,000 years long enough to say they're a native animal? It's a question that will be argued for a very long time.
And we've got some great shots for our dingo display that we're setting up back home at our wildlife park. And we're gonna get even closer.
I like these wild
Fraser
dogs, man.
Island
They're so
dingoes
cute.
are
Aw.
absolutely brazen. They've had so much contact with tourists who feed them food scraps illegally, I might add, that they've become aggressive in their scavenging, and some of them now pose a real danger to humans.
Uh-oh.
Because there is so much tourist activity on this part of the island, we decide to head further north for a more undisturbed look at the wildlife. The Nagola rocks aren't really rocks at all. This black material is a mixture of sand and decaying vegetable matter that's been compacted
Oh,
and hardened
decaying
by the
vegetable matter.
weight of sand building up on top.
Oh, shit. Can the car do that?
The foundation of almost the...
Wait, hold on.
It's known as coffee rock, and it's the foundation
The car went fully in there. That's crazy.
of almost the entire island.
Hey.
And you'll always find a patch of coffee rock exposed here at Nagala Rocks. But this time, there's more than usual. The cyclone has washed a lot of sand away, and the coffee rock that's been exposed makes a really tough barrier to overcome. It proved to be some of the toughest four-wheel driving I've ever had to manage.
Ooh. The cars were built like tanks back
Finally,
then,
we
man,
made it
chat.
through the rocks, and up ahead is some nice smooth sand. It's amazing how many vehicles get trapped by the tide and are totally
Very hardy pickups.
demolished in the surf out on Fraser Island.
The beach ahead is going to take us into some amazing wildlife habitats.
That's an
Wind,
amazing beach.
sand, and water. The three forces that shape this island of time. And between them, they've created one of the great, unstoppable forces of nature.
They're called sand blows, gigantic sand dunes that are driven slowly across the island on a track dictated by the wind.
Sand blows bury everything in their path. Forests disappear and emerge as dead stumps many years later. The whole process of a sand blow starting and finally running out of momentum can take hundreds or even thousands of years.
The only other natural event that compares with a sand blow is the movement of a glacier, the frozen rivers in colder climates. These massive systems on this island of time are sometimes called glaciers of sand.
When the trees emerge as lifeless stumps, they're transformed again by natural sandblasting that strips away the wood until a tree finally disintegrates. Sometimes the only thing that will stop a sand blow is when it completely crosses the island and reaches the water.
Ooh. Okay. We're learning, chat. We're learning.
When we return to the beach, the ever-present dingoes lead us to a large green turtle stranded on the beach.
Oh.
Unfortunately, she looks very tired and perhaps debilitated. We need to measure the animal and take notes of the circumstances to pass on to the Department of Environment, who have wildlife researchers who are discovering more about the habits and life cycles of these incredible reptiles.
These scratch marks on the shell could be the result of a boisterous mating ritual.
Oh.
Hard shell was some protection, but when we take a look at the flipper buried in the sand, we see the wounds inflicted by one of the many sharks in these waters off Fraser Island.
There's nothing we can do to help. Injuries as serious as these can be fatal. The turtles are very tough survivors and can live up to 100 years, but the head and flippers are always vulnerable. The turtle's best chance is simply to be left alone.
Oh no. Poor girl. Oh no.
Dingoes are curious of everything. And human activity might mean food. And this one follows Terry to see if she has any scraps.
Bad boy,
He's
bad boy.
Very playful and
Down,
always
boy,
hungry.
down.
This performance has probably won him a feed in the past.
Then he spots a bird and gives chase. Is he just being playful, or does he want to feed? As Steve said, the dingo's always on the lookout for food. A small whiting has been hit by a predatory fish, probably a mackerel. It's a perfect target for the birds. Because it's injured, the fish is easy to spot from the air and easy to catch.
Ooh. Damn. You gonna feed it to the bird?
A Brahminy kite is the first to swoop.
Ooh.
Then it has to defend its catch against the sea eagle that had been circling the same feed.
Look at this guy. Hee hee.
Further along the beach, we find a shovel-nosed shark. Now, this bloke is a hunter in his own right, but he's been taken out by a much bigger predator, probably another large shark.
Bro got decapitated.
Dingoes that patrol the shoreline find many of their meals washed up from the sea. This one's even trying his powerful jaws on a coconut.
Aww.
Fraser Island has been known for
Dolphins?
its rich fishing for longer than recorded history.
Dolphins?
And in the waves, the dolphins are hunting fish and enjoying the surf. They're so close to the beach that we decide to stop. It's the perfect opportunity to get close enough to film them as they ride the waves.
Now, this little boat isn't designed for the surf. Normally, we use it for chasing crocodiles in calm water, but dolphins don't come in this close to shore very often, and it's the perfect opportunity for what seems to be a little bit of a risk.
Okay, okay. Okay, we're going out to the water.
There's a fascinating story that early European visitors recorded about the dolphins and the Fraser Island Aborigines. The local tribes used
Look
to
at this
work
guy.
with the dolphins to increase their haul of fish. The dolphins would herd the fish to shore where the Aborigines could catch them more easily. The dolphins' part of the deal was to share in the catch.
They're smart animals, Tat. They're very smart animals. They know what they're doing.
These dolphins are having a great day. They love to interact and play with the boat and the surf.
Are they gonna like feed these guys? Look at them go.
So far, so good. we've been capturing some great shots of dolphins. It's wonderful to record the natural behavior of dolphins at play. The fish life here is a real mixture. There's some you wouldn't want to touch. Take a close look at this narrow-line toadfish and then avoid it. The flesh is extremely poisonous.
Ooh, damn.
Here's another green turtle. They're fairly common around Fraser Island, which is well known as
Oh,
a
he's so
breeding,
cute.
egg-laying,
Some of
and
these animals
feeding
are so
area.
cute, Chad. I'm not gonna lie.
Seaweed is one of the turtle's favorite food sources, and it's tangled up with fishing line. This form of pollution can be deadly. The turtle can choke to death or die of slow starvation when their digestive system becomes blocked by the nylon fishing line.
Wow, our attention quickly turns to a pair of green turtles mating close to the shore. This is such a rare opportunity that it's
Okay.
Terry's turn to go into the ocean with the underwater camera.
Yo.
While filming, we're very careful not to interrupt. The mating turtles seem to be oblivious to our presence. The individual turtles swimming around the pair are also part of the ritual. Turtle mating is a group event.
I'm trying to avoid upsetting the turtles, make sure my wife doesn't drown, avoid the surfing. Disastrous results.
Oh. Nah, he capsized the boat.
The two mating turtles didn't even acknowledge my near-death experience. The big problem I've got here, as the surf crashes in, the suction holds me under the boat and my legs are trapped.
There we go.
It looks disastrous for us, but even all this activity wasn't enough to distract the turtles from the task of ensuring the continuation of their species.
Both Terry and I were concerned about each other, but our greatest concern, as always, is not upsetting this once-in-a-lifetime experience. The two turtle lovers.
There we go, chat. Okay, sorry, my iPhone was about to die. There we go. Okay, let me just switch here. Hold on. Okay. What do we do now? What do we do now? Let me just see. Hold on. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Give me a sec. Let me just stretch. Ay-yah. Woo. Oh, jeez. Okay. Do you guys want to do more videos? Or do you want to do something else? Do you guys want to do more videos or do you want to do something else? I'm probably going to have to look for some food, actually. It's 9 a.m. It is 9 a.m. I was thinking about it as I was watching this. I was thinking about maybe one of these days we can do like a dino day. What do you guys think? We could do a dino day and then we could watch some like dinosaur videos. Wait, I want to see if it's here on YouTube. Okay, let me see. This thing I used to watch religiously. Religiously, chat. Religiously. I have the DVDs and stuff. We used to watch it as a kid. Religiously, I used to watch this shit. Let me see if I can get a clip. Hold on, let me get a clip for you guys. Let me see. You know what? Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Hold on. I'll show you guys. This used to be my jam. There we go.
Standing 4 meters tall and weighing in at 8 tons.
Okay, this is not the Walking with Dinosaurs I remember. This is probably the newer one. Yeah, this is the newer one.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Whoa.
With 1.5 meter long jaws, the Earth's most infamous predator.
They were doing something
could
different
swallow
with this
Clover
series, chat.
whole.
It was so good. Made it feel like an actual nature documentary.
Fortunately, the hunter's focus is elsewhere. Padded feet act like shock absorbers, keeping its approach quiet.
Ooh.
For T-Rex, a light snack.
That's crazy. The CGI. The CGI was different back then, man. It was really good back
For
then.
Clover, a terrifying first encounter.
It felt real at the time, you know what I mean? It felt
And it won't be her
very
last.
real.
Up to 20,000 T-Rex roam Laramidia. To survive, Clover needs protection.
Yeah, yeah. But, you know, maybe we can do a dino day. You know what I mean? Maybe we can do a dino day. Okay. You know what? You know what? I think for today, I'm gonna end it here, chat. I'm gonna end it here for today. Okay? I'm gonna end it here for today. So, we are gonna raid. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I will see you tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow we're gonna do Gunpla. We're gonna do Gunpla tomorrow. Okay? It's gonna be fun. I started a little bit of a new kit. We're gonna do it tomorrow. We're gonna finish it up tomorrow. Hopefully we can finish it up tomorrow. Let's raid cruising. Let's raid cruising. Okay, chat. You guys have a good day. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves, okay? I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow, all right? I'll see you tomorrow. We're gonna have fun making Gunpla. I will figure out the day to do Dino Day, okay? We gotta do Dino Day. One of these days, we're doing Dino Day. Okay, chat. Thank you for being here. Bye. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye.